Have you ever wondered what NFL players do when they have to use the bathroom during a game?
I gotta use the bathroom. I got time to go use the bathroom. I gotta pee real bad.
I gotta use the bathroom. Oh man, I gotta pee so bad.
Nothing's worse than playing football when you got pee. I gotta pee so bad. I gotta go pee so bad right now. Just go, man.
Some players go to the locker room to do their business. Remember that one game where Lamar Jackson had to take a and then he came back to lead the Ravens to a win over the... There's also apparently tiny tents on the sideline where players can relieve themselves. But I know personally, I've never seen it when watching an NFL game.
Like, that's why I feel like there should be a restroom on the sideline somewhere. You know?
Porta potty back
Yeah, like just right there.
Other players aren't as discreet about it. Former Carolina Panthers center Ryan Khalil explained, quote, "Guys are peeing all over the sideline in every game. Into cups, on the ground, in towels, behind the bench, in their pants, everywhere." Yeah, so I guess some NFL players like playing with piss-stained pants. Even Monday Night Football GOAT Booger McFarland talked about it.
You know, back in my day, Ted, we would do that on the sideline. I didn't need to go to the back for that. We just kind of sit down on the bench and you do your business and move on. That's what we did.
Boog, that's too much information.
No, it's not. No, seriously. No, listen. All these diva wide receivers wanted to go to the bathroom. As a defensive lineman, we didn't go to the bathroom. You sat on the bench, did your business, and you got up.
But the real grossest player in NFL history is Mark Schlereth, who was a former offensive lineman and now NFL analyst and commentator. He is known for peeing in his pants so much that he got the nickname Stink.
You are notorious for peeing in your pants a lot when you played.
Yeah.
And I know this sounds weird, but we've had other players that have talked about this.
Right.
It's a real thing, but I feel like it started with you.
You know, I'm telling you, it started with me in 1990, playing in a preseason game. Now, this is back in the third preseason game where you used to play the whole 3 quarters, right?
Okay.
So I'm sitting in the game, third quarter, I'm out of the game, but I got to keep my shoulder pads on, and I have got to pee. So I'm sitting on the bench, and I'm sitting with my guys, and there's a couple other guys there, and I'm like, man, I got to go. And they're like, hey, you know, it's almost the fourth quarter, you can just hold it. I go, no, I really got to go. So I literally empty my bladder, like completely on the bench. And they're getting up, they're like, oh, you're disgusting, right? It's dripping off the bench to the point where, you know, at the end, you have the little pee shiver, right? You gotta shake it off a little bit, right?
I would not know.
Right, well, no, that's what guys do.
Okay.
So I'm just done. It's dripping off the bench. And literally, I get done shaking it off, and they're like, Stink, which was what they called me, was my nickname.
Before, or it became because you started peeing?
It happened to do with rotten fish heads called stink heads in Alaska.
Okay.
So that's where I got the nickname, but the nickname was perpetuated and stuck once, you know, the whole urine thing happened. But the funny thing is they call me and say, hey, we need you right now. The center got hurt. So I run up to the sideline, right? And Stan Humphries is our backup quarterback. And so he goes, let me get a practice snap. Now I just emptied my bladder. I am sopping wet. And I'm like, all right. So now as the quarterback enters, like he doesn't get his hands in there right off the bat. The first thing he does is kind of tap you on the side of the fanny, right? It's like foreplay, right? He's just letting you know that he's there. And he's got blue 80, sticks his hand in, sit on. And I snap the ball, and there's just this gigantic splash. And he's like, oh my God, it's in my eye. He's like, get me a towel. Like he's soaking wet with sweat. And I'm like, that's urine, man. That is not.
You told him?
No, I didn't tell him. I just was like, so anyhow, that's how the nickname stuck with me, you know, the Stink nickname.
Makes
and from
sense.
that point forward, I was just like, if I had to go during a game, I'd just go.
I am never going to watch football the same.
Yeah, see,
I'm
that's
going to be
what
looking at
happens.
guys, like not rating them on their stats, but
Right.
I wonder what the level of urine is in that guy's pants
right now. Exactly.
Sometimes you don't even have to wonder, Christine. Back in 2017, a viral picture of Green Bay Packers defensive lineman Mike Daniels was making its rounds on Twitter, showing him with what looks like a urine-stained crotch. When asked about it post-game, he said, quote, I sweat a lot down there. Everybody was like, did you pee your pants? No, I did not pee my pants, unquote. I personally don't believe him. Comment down below what you think, and thanks for watching.
That's nasty. That's nasty. Hey, that is nasty.